President Muhammadu Buhari has called on all Nigerians living in the diaspora to use their social media platforms responsibly to build, prosper, and unite our dear nation, Nigeria. President Buhari stated this during a town hall meeting with Nigerians living in Portugal. Details shortly. And members of the Nigerian Diaspora Youth Assembly have raised alarm over the plight of Nigerian students in northern Cyprus. They say they are suffering from intense depression as a result of the inhumane treatment meted on them and giving a rise to high suicide rates among them in northern Cyprus. Please stay tuned for this vital information. We've got these and much more for you on today's edition of your favorite program, The Diaspora. And I am Koinsala Adetumbi, your regular host. Please stay. As it is customary for President Muhammadu Buhari to meet with Nigerians across the globe during visits to various countries of residence, the President has called on all Nigerians collectively and individually to join hands to deliver a Nigeria of their dreams. Please watch.
Your Excellency, the Nigerian community in Portugal is living peacefully among themselves and, most importantly, with host authorities. Even though the embassy is in the process of compiling this from Nigerians resident in Portugal, so far records indicated that there are about 3,000 Nigerians living in the country. Out of this number, about 500 have acquired resident status and 300 granted nationality. I wish to confirm that most Nigerians in Portugal are peaceful and law-abiding. Also, the mission through its various services attends to their needs as fast as possible. It is my hope that the mission will continue to work with the Nigerian community to encourage Nigerians to shun all forms of crimes, considering the damage to the image of our beloved country. Your Excellency, honorable ministers, under my watch, the mission invited the immigration section of our mission in Spain and carried out interventions exercise for the issuance of passports for more than 100 Nigerians in need of the documents. The mission was equally able to get the officials of the National Identification Management Commission to deploy its machines in the country to enroll Nigerians that have not acquired the National Identification Number NIN. This exercise has commenced and many Nigerians have been enrolled accordingly.
I also want to thank you, sir, for the formation of the Diaspora Commission. Mama Diaspora has made us proud. Honorable Akintoye, we are very happy with the choice of chairman we have. She has been very supportive. We saw what happened during COVID, what happened during the Ukraine crisis. We are very happy. And I want to, on behalf of the larger diaspora, sir, Mr. President, thank you for the timely intervention that happened in South Africa. Nigeria was the first among other African nations that evacuated her citizens from South Africa. We are very proud of that. And you also showed the world again in Ukraine by swiftly approving money to lift Nigeria, evacuate them in their thousands. We are very happy with this, for everything your administration has done. For those of us in NIDO, we still have a few challenges. I know your administration is working very hard to solve these insecurity issues, because we believe, as we converse with our investor friends and here in Portugal, we believe when the security situation improves, many of them will come back home and invest, bring their earned money and put into the economy. And we want to thank you very much for the support we have received in the diaspora.
The world is a global village, and technology has shrunk the world even more. Although you reside beyond Nigeria's boundaries, you can engage easily with the country. In fact, We see the impact of that engagement clearly in the social media. This platform has empowered Nigerians in the diaspora and given you great influence. As we have seen, however, social media can be a force for good as well as a force for evil. Many countries, including our own, have had to take strong measures against some social media platforms to curb their excesses and prevent them from destabilizing our societies. I therefore call upon you to use social media responsibly. We all want the best for our country and people, so let us strive to build, unite, and prosper our nation and people, and not insult and incite from a safe and anonymous distance. Many countries, including Nigeria, have shown that their diaspora can be a veritable engine for growth and development. As a government, we value the huge contribution that you in the diaspora have made to Nigeria's economy. In every field of human endeavor, be it the creative industries, sports, health, academia, Nigerians in the diaspora have thrived and leveraged on their skills to raise our country's profile higher economically, socially, technologically, and culturally. It is for these reasons that this government established the Nigeria and Diaspora Commission to facilitate and support your engagement with our country for a win-win outcome in our effort to keep Nigerians united, home and abroad. You must continue to be our ambassadors at large in your comportment, actions, and character. You must excel and be the best in all your endeavors. While here, you must also not forget home, as you are the example we want to project to the rest of the world. Let me assure you that this government will continue to do everything possible to catalyze our development in the fields of energy, ICT, agriculture, housing, and real estate transportation, especially railways and other services sectors of our economy. We will also continue to work hard to deliver on our mandate till our last day in office. This is despite the challenges of the coronavirus pandemic, the global insecurities, and other local issues, consequences of which we daily grapple with. I therefore call on you to individually and collectively join hands with us to deliver the Nigeria of our dreams. Let me also encourage you to key into the programs of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission so as to contribute to the initiatives such as the Nigerian Diaspora Investment Trust Fund, which I have approved. In this context, we are delighted to see very successful involvement of diasporas in various fields such as agriculture, healthcare, education, ICT, and the food industry. With the conclusion of the primaries of the political parties, all eyes are now on the 2023 elections in Nigeria. Our administration will do its best to ensure that the Independent National Electoral Commission delivers peaceful, transparent, free, fair, and credible election next year. We also look forward to a smooth transition to the next government. As I have said before, our administration will not compromise on doing the right things and the welfare of Nigerians, home and abroad.
Our biggest assets are human beings. We're talking about human capital development. And you can see Nigerians all over the world excelling. But the beauty of what we're doing is that they all want to do things back home and are beginning to do things back home. Look at everybody in this hall. They have their businesses here and also in Nigeria. So what government needs to do is encourage them and also support them one way or the other, because if others are investing in Nigeria, Nigerians in the diaspora should also be our first line of investors. And they're here. They're all over the world and they're doing that. So NIDCOM is driving that. Yes, there are challenges, there are issues, no doubt, but it is our country and we continue to encourage them. And the beauty of it all is that you can see the passion and the interest. So if nobody is talking to them, we have to talk to them, we have to engage them. I mean, when Ireland was in recession, it took 500 Irish in the diaspora to come together. Sorry, 2,000 Irish in the diaspora to come together and save Ireland from recession. We have much more than that, and we have, most importantly, the brains, the talents, whether young or old. They are Nigerians, and it's amazing, and I'm so proud of the genes, of sharing the same genes with them. So we continue to do that. And Mr. President, talking to them at engagements like this is also very, very encouraging. In fact, they all look forward to this kind of very enlightening and instructive engagement with the president everywhere he goes. So the key thing is there are programs for the diaspora. The diaspora housing scheme, for instance, is aimed at having the diaspora be able to own your own homes from wherever you are. You know, the Diaspora Mortgage Scheme with the Federal Bank of Nigeria, the Diaspora Investment Trust Fund, and several other programs for the diaspora. So we need to encourage our brothers and sisters abroad who want to do things back home, who are doing things back home, and ensure that we encourage rather than make things difficult for them. We have a data portal that we're building of Nigerians in the diaspora. So we encourage them to key into that data portal. For instance, Diaspora Day is July 25, it's coming up. So we follow up with them. In fact, every time they're in Nigeria, a lot of them come to see us in the office and we follow. I mean, many Nigerians are now investing in Medicare. A lot of them are building their hospitals back home in Nigeria, ICT, agriculture, education, and the food business. And you know, we have the Diaspora Investment Summit, which is a platform for them to come together. So a whole lot of things. We follow up through, you know, the contacts we're making with them, and every time they come, when there's a problem, we're there for them. For instance, you can link up with some ministry and all that. There are desks. We're hoping that with the diaspora policy, the issue of having a desk in every relevant MDA will become a thing of reality. So we have in EFCC, we have in the Ministry of Health, we hope to have in Trade and Investment and every other relevant agency, so that we need a one-stop shop for the diaspora. That's what NIDCOM is doing.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the encouraging words, and kudos to Nigerians in the diaspora for making our country proud. Now, members of the Nigerian Diaspora Youth Ambassador have cried out to Mama Diaspora, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri-Irawa, to, as a matter of urgency, quickly intervene in the deplorable and inhuman situation in northern Cyprus amongst Nigerians, especially students. Please watch.
Schools, these days, schools don't even help us. If it was before, we've tried our best, even we've sent out news, did governance and organization with Mexico. They've told us the issues. They will even tell us that we should try to talk to our Nigerian government, that they are trying their best, but we know that they are not trying their best. And depression is happening to youth over there. People are just dying out of depression. They can't even come back, they can't even feel.
We've been looking for channels and ways to relate our complaints and pains. We on our own have tried our best, like we used to help people individually, but there's little to much we can do as like a group. So like coming here is a very great opportunity for us to also relate our problems. So I could start from saying, like, presently in North Cyprus, like they're deporting students from the airport. Like on arrival, if you notice students have like a Southern Cyprus contact, they just go ahead and deport you with no reason, just because you have a phone number that is South Cyprus.
There's a lot of work to do. Let's save the next youth from getting into this dangerous situation.
Yes.
So we'll take it up and we'll give you a team here Let's work with you. We'll report to our parent ministry, as well as IOM and all that, and we need to do something drastic. Really, it's a dangerous situation. Too dangerous to take for granted.
Please stay safe out there. Now, the Association of Female Students in Nigeria and in the Diaspora paid a visit to the Chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Arawa, at her office in Abuja. Here's what they had to say.
The Association of Nigerian Female Students really do appreciate you, Ma, for your efforts and attention that has been given to Nigerian students, especially the female students in diaspora, and towards the evacuation of female students from the Ukraine events. So we really do appreciate your efforts you are giving to the Nigerian students in diaspora, and we look forward to your support in helping us, most especially the female students in diaspora, in the challenges we face. So female students are facing challenges such as sexual abuse and harassment in their various institutions and learning areas.
Through you, let us always know about cases affecting Nigerian females, particularly in the diaspora and also at home. And I commend your association. I didn't know we had the Association of Female Students, and I'm glad you have that, and continue to work with the men, with your male students, and the key thing is about working together. So I'm glad to know you, I'm glad to work with you, I'm glad to support you, and I'm glad to also mentor you and see how we can build greater leaders. And I hope that you all engage in politics and get involved in the politics of your country, because it's important for women to get involved, participate. Even if you are not contesting elections, make sure you vote for who determines your future. And for you to be in an association of female students, that means you are politically inclined. So take it beyond just a university. You know, I was in mass communication, I got into politics. Take it beyond university, take it to the larger society. Have confidence in yourselves, have faith in yourselves, know who you are, what you can do, get involved in politics, be leaders of your environment. And I look forward to seeing you becoming whatever you want to become, politically and otherwise, in our great country and beyond. So great meeting you, and I look forward to further engaging with you. Thank you very much for visiting.
The purpose of our visit is to familiarize with her, the Vice President of Association of Nigerian Female Student External Affairs, which happens to be Comrade Mayowa Kadri. Association of Nigerian Female Students cuts across the 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT. Its own purpose is to, they partner with government organizations, private institutions, communities, religions, non-religions, leaders to produce self-sufficient, self-esteem and self-reliant female students and give voice to the voiceless, basically female students in tertiary institutions, because we all know that the female students are being marginalized in the society and they don't have a voice whenever they're in the presence of the male gender. So we have been suppressed, we don't actually have a voice. But this association is able to give them voice, either in like we have cases of gender-based violence. So this association and their own focus is to see how the females will not be oppressed. We partner with organizations, private institutions, communities, religions, non-religious organizations. So it could be that this organization is being handled by a male gender or female. It doesn't matter. All we want to do is to see how we can help the girl's child and give them a voice in time of challenges. There's been series of activities in our own end. What we do is we see out, like we all know that we have activities concerning women in general every year. So what we do is, like last year, we were able to participate in gender-based violence campaign against the girl's child. Yes, that is the 16 days activism of the girls' child last year. And early this year, precisely May, we're able to partake of the campaign sensitizing female on the menstrual hygiene, which which took place on the 28th of May 2022. Message to students in diaspora is that, okay, they shouldn't rely, no matter the challenges they're going through, they should know that here at home, we have a voice, which happens to be the vice president, that can always take their challenges to the leaders to see how we can come in and help them.
And now let's take a quick message from Boy Alinko.
Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down. Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. You know, I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
Remember, if you must travel, travel legitimately. Come, meet our diasporan of the moment.
Our diaspora of the moment is Adeoye Oye Owolawa. Owolawa is a Nigerian-American politician, pharmacist, and a member of the Democratic Party. Owolawa was born in Nigeria to a father from Kwara State and a mother from Osun State. He is the grandson of Phoebe C. Ajayi Obe, a senior advocate of Nigeria. Owolawa was raised in Boston, where he attended Boston Latin School and graduated in 2008. In 2014, he earned a doctorate in pharmacy from Northeastern University and moved to Washington to practice pharmacy. In November 2020, he was elected as the shadow representative of the United States House of Representatives from the District of Columbia. As a shadow congressperson, Owolawa is tasked with lobbying for D.C. statehood, the unpaid position authorized by D.C. voters in 1982 but never approved by Congress. Although mistakenly described in Nigerian media as the first Nigerian American to be elected to the United States Congress, Owolawa is not a member of Congress. In 2014, he started work as a pharmacist. In 2018, he was elected a D.C. Advisory Neighborhood Commission for Ward 8, District 8E. Congratulations, Owolawa. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Instagram at NIDCOM_Gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_Gov, on our Twitter page at NIDCOM_Gov, and on our websites at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network and NTA International on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m., on NTA International on Friday at 3:30 a.m., on NTA International on Saturday at 11 a.m., and on NTA News 24 on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And you can join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 a.m. And you can join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.